Today we're going to remove the radiator on the Fordson 1924 F. So we're going to start by removing all these little bolts around the top flange. These are 7/16. I think they're 7/16. This is going to be one of those deals where the ratchet just doesn't fit right on top of there. So try the bottom. Okay. So I have an idea. Ugh. Oh, it's not a good start. Broke off, sir. That's not a good start. Those bolts right up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like they hold the upper radiator tank. This massive water jacket bracket deal that goes from the tank to the head. These look like 3/4. Yep. All right. Let's remove our extension. All right, let's go around to the other side. looks to me like this big water jacket bracket affair. And once I get the last bolt out of this upper radiator tank, it looks like there's nothing else holding that bracket from moving. So when I pull the tank off the top, I think this bracket right here is just going to rotate. It's going to fall down.
That's it.
Yep. Oh, it's just gonna fall down straight. That's what it's gonna do. So, come on. So let it fall, I say. Let it fall. Yep. Push that off to the side. And uh-oh. I didn't see these up in here before. So as I was removing that water bracket deal from the top of the radiator, the upper radiator tank, on the inside of the radiator, on the back side of this, and the inside, there's more of these little nuts and bolts on a flange in there that look like they're somewhat difficult to get to. Those are what's holding the upper radiator tank on to the rest at this point. Everything else is loose. But what I'm gonna try to tackle this a different way. I think if I can just remove the whole unit as one and just have it on the ground, it'll be much easier to deal with. So I see there's one, two, three big bolts down here that look like they might be radiator support. This is a square head here, I don't know if it was some sort of a drain. But let's take these three bolts out and see what happens. See if the whole thing just doesn't come loose. Also remember, this is the first time I worked on a tractor of this age at all. I'm just going by, what I think, making educated guesses based on how it's assembled, how it should be disassembled. So I'm learning as I go. Learning where gaskets are, where nuts are, where bolts are. Okay. What else is down here? I think that's just a drain. Let's try to lean into this and see if it... Yep. Don't you have to lean into it? Okay. What kind of a mess that we got going on here? Some old, I don't know what the hell this belt was made out of. It's obviously coming apart. So let's just, there we go. All right. There's the fan. And that's what this is the flange we removed from the top. The rear of the upper radiator tank. The water jacket that goes inside the top of the head. Fan hub. Doesn't spin very well. The bracket looks good though. Of course it's cast iron. Let's put this over to the side. So clean that bracket up, get a new fan and a new pulley for it. Should be good there. Let's get rid of this crap. Alright. This tank is free. That's the good news. The bad news is it's going to weigh a ton. And I have a bad back. So, I'm going to make a spot for it. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Well, all the fins look good. Looks like it's a good physical condition on the exterior. Of course, the brackets, the mounting plates, everything else look fantastic. But what's on the inside is what counts. A radiator has got to function, or this whole project is for nothing. Gasket for right there. All right, let's see if we can set this against the wall. Just like that. "50 years of dirt and junk. Yuck." All right, so for those of you that don't know, this is what they call the timer or the commutator. It's sort of the predecessor to the distributor. There are 4 electrical contacts on the inside of the timer housing on the inside. and there's a mechanical brush, or depending on what kind it is, a brush or just a foot or something that spins around off the camshaft and makes electrical contacts and breaks with each one of these points representing each cylinder. That's what the rod is for. Of course, it doesn't work now, but when you're sitting in the driver's seat and you turn the spark rod to full retard, you're turning the timer counterclockwise if you're looking at it from the front, like that. Full retarded, that's how you start these. And then when it starts to fire, then you hurry up and give it some advance, smooth it out, back the throttle back off, and sort of trim the motor out. That's why Model Ts and these old tractors, one of the levers on the steering wheel, or in this case on the lower dash, is to manually advance and retard the spark as you're driving. One of the many things we take for granted of nowadays. It just all happens automatically with computers. And this is just a tension bracket to hold this on the timer plate, but not so much pressure that it doesn't spin. So this has to be snug but not tight. I'm guessing this is the oil filler tube. I actually like that. It's a nice lid and it's got a little screen in there. Spring loaded. I like it actually better than the Model Ts. You just have a cap. Now over here, maybe some of you can educate me on this. Down here on the right side of the tractor, if you're in the driver's seat, it'd be the right side. I thought there was supposed to be a power takeoff deal, you know, with a flat pulley about that big right here. And this is just obviously a bracket. I wonder if somebody blocked that off for some reason, or if that's the way this tractor came. I don't know. Curious. All right, so victory on removing the radiator. The tractor sort of lost its identity now, and you're looking at it from the front. But that's all part of the process. All right, thanks for watching.